Good evening, Booze, and I hope it's a happy Monday for everybody, and everybody made it through the weekend safe and sound. I hope so, and I hope you guys, are ready for this because I've only been building up for a couple days. Also, please excuse my lighting. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. I've played around with it. I think it might actually be my camera doing something. So, with that, hello again. I'm just going to say hello to everybody really quick. And then I have something special to ask everybody if they would. But let me say hello first to everybody. And hello, Darlene. And it looks like Gene Gamble Jr. was in here first, so he gets first place award for getting here. I was late, but he was on time. And howdy, Anne. I like that. Now I'm doing it with an accent. I lived in Texas for a while, so yeah, I think I can pull off one if I'm ready. If I'm ready, if I try, I'm not ready. I'm never ready. And are we ready for the Boo Fest? I am so excited to show you guys the videos. So I have them up already. So if you guys don't want to listen to my commentary, you can just go watch them too. But listen to my commentary because there was some, yeah, it was an experience. I fully intend to go back there again to Mouth Cemetery and yeah, I wanna go back. I want to go with somebody this time. I don't think I wanna go alone again. Um, and yeah, I don't wanna go alone the next time. It was just it was very beautiful. The birds were all singing, and had the birds stopped singing for like that hush would have happened, I probably would have been in the Jeep and yeah, I would have left just dirt trail right behind me because I've watched Predator. Yeah, hang on, Predator. There we go. Watched it a lot because that was a favorite movie of my family's. So I've had to watch it. And that movie has just screwed me up from going into the woods. So when everything gets really quiet, I'm just thinking I'm going to be the next missing 411 story, right? Like, yeah, missing tombstone. So, but that didn't happen. And hello, one takes and welcome. And oh my God, the the short and the video that you did were so amazing. And finding that photo, I hope it's getting up on Find a Grave. What a beautiful woman. If you guys haven't subscribed yet to One Take, please do. He has got a very he we're kind of in the same wheelhouse, but he's got a different angle that he does. So please go over and subscribe. And One Takes, so all of you that if you're another content creator and you come in here a lot and you chat and you participate, I've made you moderator so you can drop your link at any time. You have my permission and my blessing to do so. It's a little easier that way. Darlene can take care of like hitting people over the head when they're not being good. So with that, like Gene and One Take, Fools, all of you guys, if you're moderators and you have your own channels, please feel free, drop your link. I fully expect you to. So with that, I'm going to keep going into chat here because I don't want to get too far. I am very tired today. So, and hello. I think I already said hello to Darlene, but hello again. And today is my grandma's 93rd birthday, y'all. I stopped by to see her, and I think they were out at a party. They probably went out to dinner and nobody told me because nobody was home. And I had to get home so I could do this. So I was hoping if you guys could just throw up type in chat like "Happy birthday, grandma" or "Grandma Tombstones," whatever you wanna put. I'm gonna pop them up here, and I'm gonna go visit her this week, one of these days this week, and then I'm gonna show her the video, so that'll be my little birthday present to her, so but hopefully she went out and got herself a big old margarita, or wait, she doesn't get the margarita, what is it she gets? Grandma drinks I think it's pina coladas that she likes. And she likes getting lost. What's the song? If you like pina coladas. Oh, sorry. I promised I was not going to be, I would not sing on here. And I just did. And my throat is very hoarse. So I probably just frightened everybody. So here we go. And Fools wants to know if everybody has seen Bone Tomahawk. He's gonna be fired as a moderator. Just kidding. I might have to take that away from you fools. Yes, one take, she was absolutely gorgeous. Those stories are so sad. I think he said they didn't know for sure exactly what she died from. But I know a lot of those ladies, they did, right? Childbirth was brutal. Both mother and child, a lot of times, even if the child survived the delivery process, it seemed like it didn't take sometimes within a couple weeks to a few months, the baby passed as well. So it was, yeah, those stories always really get me. I think they should be told, but they're still yeah, they're still sad. But she was gorgeous, and I hope she lived a good life up until then, and I'm sure she was probably happy up until, yeah, the end, right? Gonna give new she was gonna give life to the world, but yeah. Okay, I might end up crying or something, so I'm gonna keep going here. Um Yeah, and then One Take says, "You also on my channel, anyone, I love supporting other similar channels." So yeah, definitely. And yeah, so I am all about all of us helping each other out. Yeah, I'm not yeah, grandma, I know, 93. Her mother, my Gigi, lived to be 103. Yeah, 103. So grandma's still got another 10 years in her, as far as I'm concerned. And I think in like a decade, I think we could probably prolong that another 50 years. I'm not ready to let go of my grandma. I lo- okay, I'm gonna cry, y'all. Yeah. And One Take says, "Wow, happy birthday, grandma. That's great." And Anne says, "Happy birthday to your grandma." Thank you guys. She's gonna love this. I think this is better than flowers, right? Flowers just kind of, yeah, they just poop out, right? And Darlene says, "Happy birthday, grandma. We love you and thank you for tombstones." And then One Take says, "My grandpa turned 91 recently. That's a blessing. Isn't it amazing?" Uh, it just blows my mind, right? Like, just and she's still very much with it. So, and, now, you know what? I've tried to, Mr. Biggie Boy, I did try to get her to try gummies, but she was a little too afraid of them. So, probably smoking one isn't gonna help her either. So, but, thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. And Tiff says, "Happy birthday to Tombstone's Gma." And Fool says, "Happy birthday, Grandma. Yay. And getting caught in the rain." There we go. Thank you, Tiff. I got to keep drink. I want to, yeah. Um, I've got my Coke, my Diet Coke, and I got my water over here because, oh my gosh. Um, Here we go. And then yeah, once I've shown the videos, there's 3 because I told you guys like right after I got my back touched, I had an like, my phone shut off. It stopped recording, and, like, my phone went I thought my phone died, and I was like, "Oh, crap." I mean, I brought power banks, right, with me just in case, but it just I just, had to open it back up again, so it was really weird. So I had to do a second one, and then after I got touched the second time, the same thing happened. My phone stopped recording. And you'll hear that, like, there's I think the last I got a little 3-minute short, which I'll get them all fixed up so that you guys can find them. But you can find them under the videos, and then you can find them under the shorts. I I gotta figure out a way, I don't know, I need somebody to edit them so they can put them all together. I don't have equipment to do that, so, but yeah. Um And they said she had oh, no. I believe from a blood clot. Oh my goodness. God, and she was young too. Such a oh, that's so sad. Um, and Anne says, "Hippo birthday to you, grandma." She's gonna like that. Uh, yeah, go ahead. Jean, drop yours down there, and yeah, everybody, please feel free. Jean's he dropped a new video today, so you guys go check it out. Um, I don't know. Yeah, great. Thank you, darling. Yeah, she is not allowed to ditch us or me. I need her. Yeah, and God bless Grandpa too. And then Jean says, "Happy birthday, Grandma Toombs," and hello, Tom, and welcome. Fun walk. This was a pretty crazy walk. Yeah, and well, I mean, you can't see me being touched. I mean, it's just my personal experience, but I mean, that's all it was. I mean, I'm not gonna go and it is supposed to be the most haunted one of the most haunted places in Michigan, and we got a lot of freaky stuff in Michigan. So to say that, it's gotta be pretty significant. But you'll hear me in the video. I'm talking just like I do when I'm on a walk with you guys. So it's the same. At the beginning, I'm just like, hey, it feels really. I never once though felt uh like I wasn't welcome there. I did kind of feel like maybe I was supposed to not dilly dally very long. Like get in here, take a look, and move on. I kind of felt that way a little bit. And you'll hear me talk. I think I know, I'm pretty sure who it was. I just had a feeling, and I'm not psychic. I'm intuitive, yes, but uh, like I didn't see anybody. But then I had those. My cat ball came up missing too, and now it's missing for real because Tansy got a hold of it. So I guess I got to buy some more off of Amazon. Um, Darlene, no, I am not so much technically challenged. I just don't have like I've got a laptop. Pretty much all it can do right now. It does enough just trying to stream and hold my photos and my videos. So I can't really do a whole lot more with it without getting rid of it. I'm trying to get files off onto a external hard drive, but it's just taking me forever. Yeah, a long time. Okay. And hello, Matt Dummett, and welcome. Welcome back. All right. And Darlene says female. I think it was our lighthouse keeper. I think it was. I just kind of felt like that. And I don't know if I say so in the I think I do say so in the video. I can't remember now. I've watched it a couple times to make sure there wasn't any like I didn't swear or anything because I do want my grandma to watch this. So, all right. So here we go. I am going to pop it up here. I'm gonna try it, and I did shoot it vertical. So hopefully everybody watching over in the vertical, I was kind of hoping it would be bigger over there, but it is what it is, and I'm sorry for anybody watching over on that side. But I kind of want to just take myself off of here. I'm just going to do this. Well, I'm just going to turn my camera off, and then when it comes up to parts that I want to comment on it, I'll just pause it. I think I'm just going to let it go because I do a pretty damn good job talking to y'all while I'm doing it. So I'm just going to shut my camera off and hit play. So hang on just a second. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, Booze. I'm going to try this. Hopefully, this is coming through good. I can't see directly into the sun. You guys probably can't either, but this is Michigan Historic Site, and it says Mouse Cemetery, and the earliest identified grave in this cemetery, the oldest burial ground in White River Township, dates from 1851. According to an 1850 deed, however, there were graves here prior to that time. 76 19th century burials are marked, although remnants of wooden crosses found on the site may have indicated other graves. Many of the area's pioneers are interred here, including Captain William Robinson, the first keeper of the White River Light, who died in 1919, and I, I practiced how to pronounce this, but I think it's Quismaqua Anderson, an Ottawa woman who died at age 110 in 1897. And I probably just did butcher her name, so. But yeah, this is the little cemetery. It's not very big. I'm just gonna pan around and let you guys see. And I
But yeah,
didn't butcher her
there's some
name. I
really
think I did say it right. So just for the
beautiful.
record.
Look, I mean, there's a really quirky headstone in the back that I'm going to take you guys to. But yeah, so at one point, I think it was in the 1880s, they said, or maybe even later, they put this wrought iron fence all around it, and it was to deter people from breaking in and vandalizing, because this is out in the woods. You can imagine kids. It has the reputation of being haunted, so therefore everybody's going to try to break into it and do dares and all that kind of stupid stuff that kids do. So they put up this fence. It's not a very tall fence. I can see how people would easily get over this. So yeah, it didn't stop anything from happening, but it does look like they've cleared it up, because in recent years it's not fared very well because of the vandalism and everything else. But they've come in and cleared the trees out, and it looks so much better. It looks just like a little country cemetery now. Before, it was sketchy. I don't know if no, I would have been out here. But and here's our first headstone, and this one's really, I like this. You can still see the detail on this one. And I think it's so pretty. And down here, I don't know, I think that looks like a spider web, but I'm sure it's not. So this is Martha. Here, I gotta try to do that there. It's Martha C. Schultz, and she was born 1896, and it says aged 10 months. So this is for a baby. Let me walk around. Oh, someone's left. Someone's left change. Before I leave, I'll come and leave a little token for these two, because here's another one. This is Anna B. And it's 1864 to 1888, I think. Or yeah, it can't be 1988, but who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Let me look at it. No, 1938. Okay. Tombs can't tombs can't do numbers, I guess, but it also says, so that maybe Anna may be the mother. That's probably mother. And then here it says Fred on this side. And it's 1848 to 1908. So, and their daughter, Martha. And then here's the father headstone. All right, and it's chilly today, guys. Oh, goodness. Oh, little flowers are blooming. Oh, I love when they just come up natural. So this is the old sign. It says Mouse Cemetery, Michigan Historic Site, and it says 1600, but it does say a place of reverence and respect. So yeah, I don't want to do, you know what, I think I lost my cat ball already. Well, I guess nobody wants to talk to me. Ooh. Oh, it's a little one of those little bags. I thought it was trash, but it might have had something like protection stuff in it maybe, but yeah, this is says Mouse Cemetery, and I'll just read it here as I go. This cemetery overlooked the first settlement on White Lake, which was variously known as White River Village, Stump Post Office, Ferrysville, and the White Haven, and Mouth. The settlement flourishing by the 1840s, was located at the original mouth to the White Lake. The cemetery, goodness, you guys. I am dyslexic, so forgive me. Cemetery is the resting place for the Indians, early settlers, children of Revolutionary War soldiers, and shipwrecked sailors. Many early graves were unmarked or marked with wooden crosses that are now gone. This plaque, placed here July 4th, 1976, by the Bicentennial Committee of White River Township, commemorates the American Bicentennial and the people who, in their own way, contributed to the development of this area. There's a name, Arthur Sidoni. That is someone we're going to look into. He's not buried here, but he does have a legend in the area. And I thought there was supposed to be some kind of chair or something out here, but I wasn't really. See, I'm trying to be a little quiet because it looks like we're in the middle of the woods, but there's actually houses like out here. So I want to be respectful of that too. But I'm going to come over here to a couple of these headstones. And, oh wow, that grave's, it's collapsed, but look at that. It's got a border all the way around it. And it says, I believe it says Clunder. Yeah, Clunder. And Weber. And these just say Mother. And can't quite, I probably can read this after. Reinhard Mueller. I think I got that right. And Albert Miller. Oh, maybe that's Miller too. Yeah, that is Miller. Now that I look at it from the other way. All right. Gonna walk through. Oh. Well, that's not cool. So there's a burial that was at least 1979. And it's a Weber, which, so I wonder if this limb fell down and misplaced it. These look like, I think this is a head. I think that's a headstone. Yeah, and a footstone, maybe. Can't quite. I can't quite read that one. But I'll come up on this one.
Oh, I just wanted to pause for a second. So at this cemetery, I think I say it later, but just in case I don't think I've talked about like headstones and footstones very often. I don't come across them too often in our cemeteries up here. It used to be pretty common prior to, I want to say like the 1880s. And then it kind of got out of fashion for whatever reason. It may be because burial records were kept a little bit better, maybe as time went on. But what it was, just like it says, it's at the foot of the grave is where the footstone is, and then the headstone is at the head of the grave. And that way, when they came along to put the next grave in, they knew where to put it so they wouldn't disturb the grave in front of that. And this cemetery has a lot of them, and thank goodness, uh, because you're gonna hear me. I didn't know where to walk some of the times because there's so many burials and so many graves that have kind of collapsed, and you can see the indentation. And if it wasn't for those, ugh, I don't want to step in any of that. I have a little I don't mind walking across a regular like grave, but I do have a little bit of an issue walking into one. Like burp. um and Jean says, I'm just gonna on the wood crosses to probably find out who is there. I suppose church records might have them. Um, Actually, they don't. These were the wood crosses that they said that were on this site were prior to 1851 when they started to bury people here. So I don't, they didn't really say if those were, it probably had to be some sort of white settlement because I don't think the Native Americans would have used crosses. That's, because that's a Christian thing to do. So I'm not 100% sure. They didn't say that there was another settlement here at some point in time, but somebody had been burying somebody. But um, this is also right on Lake Michigan, like Lake. I'll kind of show you when the video goes on. You'll see it. Lake Michigan is just right there, right to the on the west side of this cemetery. So there could have been, like, maybe a shipwreck or something, and those are I kinda got the sense that those may have been, like, from a shipwreck. I don't know why, it's just how I felt. But, yeah, and there's no records for who any of those were under the wooden crosses. So, yeah, I kinda wanna check and see a little bit more to see what's up with these, but I think if they knew more, there probably would have been more listed, but I will include in the show notes. I'll give you guys some links if you want to go check out more on this cemetery. It's pretty cool. And the spirit did. I'm pretty sure it took my cat ball. Like within the first 5 minutes of me being there, I shoved that thing way down in my pocket. I didn't feel it come out either, so it was weird. And I had a deep pocket, so I don't know what happened with it. All right, let me start again. Let me start it.
So this is Clunders. Oh, that sun. I think it says Olin. Yeah, Olin Clunder. There's a couple names on here. I'll just get close, and when I come back tonight, we'll read them. And this one says William Clunder, born at White River, and then he died at Maple Grove. It's a pretty big one. It's this tree here is gonna tip that thing over here. If you're not careful. This is Mac. I should go get my flashlight, but we'll see. We've got a lot of headstones to look at here, so we won't be missing out on a whole lot. And, oh, so I don't know if you guys can see, but and I'm on one. And this is gonna happen because I don't know how well you guys can see the indentations in the video, but those are graves right there. Those are burials. You can see the indentations in the ground. And I did walk over one, but it's kind of hard out here without them being marked or anything. Some of them not being marked. This is George Armstrong. That could be one too. It's probably better that I am recording this like that so I can pay attention a little bit more to the ground. Because I definitely don't want to be stuck out here in a grave. Well, it is really interesting how a lot of these tall pillars like this, generally, when we see them, right, they're all worn away. They didn't survive, so I wonder if the overhead trees have helped because, yeah, there's the pine trees up here. It does make it creepy. Makes it a lot creepy. And this is Armstrong. And I wonder, so that was George, and it does say U.S. veteran. I wonder if he was Civil War, maybe? I'm going to say that. But here's an interesting, here, let me see if I can, that's kind of an interesting marking there. Looks like a ruin. I don't think it's like a Mason symbol or anything, unless somebody knows. Let me know if you know, but yeah, try to get up there. There's George Robinson. Here's more of the Armstrong family. I'm gonna walk. Yeah, here we go. I think that's safer. Yeah, you can clearly see the indentations from where the graves are. Oh, this says a grandmother. Oh, and somebody's been out here. Oh, that's sweet. And here's another George Armstrong. And it looks like he was a Mason. Look at his marker there. Okay, walk here safely. There's a Robinson. I'm not gonna walk in the middle of these just because I don't know who's out here and I'm a little afraid. See how close. Oh, yeah. And this is an example. There's a headstone, and that small one there, that is a footstone. It has the initials. I'm not sure, and it's probably a youngster because there's a lamb. But I'll come back through and try to take a couple photos of these. Yeah, there's more burials right here. Goodness, I don't
know if you guys
know
can
where I
see it,
can
but
walk
there
with
are a
that.
whole lot of unmarked graves
It's gonna
out
be
there.
almost
There's a
impossible.
whole lot of
I don't like to walk
dead.
on those indentations. I'm gonna tell you about that. Go over here. If I feel like I'm walking in one, I'm probably gonna jump. Oh, here's one that's down on the ground. And there's an old one there. Here, let me get my back to this one here. And see if you guys can see that. That one's pretty. Does it say Henry Saunders? Yeah, Henry Saunders. Can't quite make out what is. Oh, is that an odd? That might be an odd. Yeah. That might be the symbol for the Odd Fellows because I think they have those 3 interconnecting chains like that. Yeah, that was pretty. Um, maybe we can make out what that says later. I can't quite read it. And I'm not getting on the ground here as much as I would love to get some really close-up photos of some of these. Not this cemetery. I don't want to fall in a hole. You can call me a chicken, but if you guys, I know you just can't. It's really hard to probably see, right, where the indentations are, but I can see them. So, and yeah, I don't want to end up in one. But look at how it is very pretty out here, and I'm gonna walk up here a little bit. You can see Lake Michigan right out there through the trees. Maybe you can see it through here. Oh, daughter of a Revolutionary soldier. And she's got a daughter. Oh, I'm going to have to come leave something on her. Oh, maybe I'll have to come back up here and leave some flowers for her, but it looks like they've had a pot up here. But that's really cool. And that's the emblem, the spoked wheel. And that's Betsy Hadley Sumner Brockway Claw, I think. Clo. Yeah. Erected by the Muskegon chapter. Oh, I bet they come out here. I bet they come out here and put flowers. Because they're an active chapter, so. And Cumner or Gumner? I can't quite read. But yeah. Somebody's left a little. There we go. Can't quite read the dates on some of these anymore. Yeah. But these are pretty old. I'm going to put these probably maybe the 1860s, 1870s. That little rounded top on there. This one's broke off of its base. I do have to say though, if this is supposed to be haunted out here, it doesn't feel off. Like I'm not getting any creepy vibes. Everything feels very, just very relaxed. And oh, this is Jenny. And she's got a header and a footer. So a headstone and a footstone. And it's Jenny Blanchard. Yeah, she was a young one. 1864. And she's got the little lamb on the top of her headstone. I'm going to try to get in this might be one we have to come back to because this is beautiful. Oh. This, look at, it's got the dove. And I believe that's Laura. Yeah, Laura, daughter of William. Can't quite. And yeah, I can't quite make out the other one. But the last name's Rowe. 1872, and she was aged. She was 5 months and 18 days. Here's one there's one propped up against the tree here too. But I don't think, let's see what this one, oh, it's got the rose on top of it. It's very pretty. But yeah, there's the rose. And it says Lizzie. Hopefully you can read what that says. I'd like to know how old some of these are. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I used to live up here, not too far. It would have been only like maybe about a half-hour drive from. It was a long time ago, and yeah, I was into cemeteries, but not. I think there's a. Is that a private cemetery over here? I think it is. Huh. That's kind of. I'll get a little closer. There's Caroline Bruce. She died 1867. And then daughter Emma, and she was 3 months, and she died 1871. Oh. And Caroline was only 26. That's sad. So many women that passed back then from complications from childbirth and hope that's not a. Oh, there's another mound right here. Oh goodness, guys! I wish I could be live right now showing you guys these, but I can't wait for you guys' reactions tonight. It's another child, I think, because I'm pretty sure that's a lamb, and that's somebody's footstone right there. But yeah, there's well, it says private property, so oh, look at that. The Hamilton family. Here, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't want to intrude because
Yeah, this was
it's just there.
definitely a private
And
cemetery.
there's some photos on the grave too. But they got a few behind and maybe even one right. See, at least this I can
And that's
I
a
can
cat,
zoom in a little
I
bit,
think.
but
That's
I
buried
think
right
that's
there
an old
because there's a
headstone
little
there
kitty
maybe,
thing on it.
but I think that's neat. I would love to have my own little cemetery like that. And then they've got a flagpole with a flag. It looks like people probably trespass, but no, I'm not going to do that. So right down below, that is the channel. And I don't know, hopefully you guys can let me zoom in a little bit. The lighthouse is pretty damn close to here. Well, there's a house right there too, so I gotta. But yeah, I don't know if you guys. Yeah, there's the water.
Oh, and I lied on the
Zoom
video.
in a
I thought
little
this was
bit.
the channel.
See if
That's
you guys
actually
can see
called
the lake up
Sidoni's
there.
Bayou, but that is still Lake
Maybe
Michigan
not
out
very well.
there. So that's not the
But there's
channel.
some sparkle.
The
That's
lighthouse
Lake
is
Michigan.
way over on the other
But there
side.
should
I
be
was
a lighthouse.
very
I think it's
disoriented,
almost
apparently, as
adjacent,
to where the heck
like
it
right
was.
across the, like right across the channel.
Yeah, so ignore me right now.
But there didn't used to be any houses over there for the longest time, but I think there is now. I think it's been built up. So this is the Bruce family. And Henry, and let's see if I can. I don't want to walk in there. I don't know why. Maybe it is a little haunted. Maybe they've got some, yeah, they might have some. They definitely have guardians. Cemetery guardians. Oh, there's a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. He's got a nut. Hello, buddy. Hi. What's up? Want some corn? I think I got some.
That squirrel became my
I
friend.
hope he's not
He
gonna
came
come
home
at
with
me
me.
now, but I don't
Him and Tansy
see
are
if I can
best
get a couple
buddies.
shots of this might actually be the old fence. Let's look how. Yeah, I bet this is, because I think that stuff up in the front there is much newer, but look at. Yeah, wow. It's so pretty out here. Yeah, somehow, oh, well, they do have, well, at least as of the 90s, they were still burials. And this is David Allison Gehrig, 1961 to 1991. Jesus, Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. John 14:6. And there's a rock right here. Somebody's left one. Now that's very cool. And they've got a little bird bath right there. There's a little rock. And there is common. Wow, look at that. And it says, together always. So he must have been. So he was a member of the Elks and a Mason, and he was Captain America. No, I'm just kidding. He was, I think that's Army, correct? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And they were married June 17th, 1940. And he served in World War I. Looks like they might have had a bird bath there too. Oh, hey. Look at that. I think that's the first one I'm gonna have to come over here
And I totally
Bernice
forgot to go back over there and do
Evelyn
that.
Garrett. Her name.
There were two
Look at
headstones there with the QR code.
Alright, let's go up the hill here. Oh, now that house that is cool. That would be beautiful to wake up and walk out there every morning. And this is the Burdick family. We'll walk up here. Oh, 2017. Well, 2021. So the township cemetery. So I guess if you live in the township, you can. I mean, typically, if you live in the township, you can be buried in the township cemetery. And I think it says Alice. Hello, Alice. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. And like I said, I don't feel creeped out. I do feel like I'm being, I don't want to say watched. Well, I guess watched. And this is Minnie M. Oh, she must have been another little one. And she's got her footstone. A lot of those footstones they come up missing pretty quickly, it seems like. And with the vandalism here, I'm a little shocked that they still have theirs. But here, there we go. There's her hand, our clasping hands. And that is Esther Kush, what?
It's Cushway.
Yeah.
I had to go look it up.
GP Kush. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it. I said her first name. There's one there's broken. I don't know if it's I don't think those match up. That must be a different headstone. Alright, and then here. Oh, another child. And here's a little lamb. And I think that's Lannis. Lannis? Goling. Yeah, Lannis Goling. I think that's Lannis. And there's one here. Can't quite see who that was, but it's got the weeping willow, signifying grief, intense grief usually. Oh, my nose is a little runny. They said in the article I was reading, which I will post for you guys to check out too. There's a little lamb. I can't. Gut? Goose? Yeah, I think. I hope I said it right. All right. I want to go up in here, however, keep spinning around to give you guys kind of a, there's where it's the one edge. So this is looking south. Wait, no, hang on. No, I don't know. I think it's west actually, because that's the lake out there. And it's always to the west. All right. Go through here. Y'all, God, I really want you to look at this one. This is, but, all right, I don't want to walk. Oh, we can see the back of this one. I can get up there. Oh, look at the, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I kind of like this selfie stick thing. I used to make fun of people who had them, but they work. It's working for this. Here's what that's, yeah.
Kenny, you're in the
This one
vertical
looks pretty
chat. If you want to come
similar
over
to
to the
top
other
of
one,
the other one, it's got the,
you'll be able to see it a little bit
it
better.
looks like pitting, but I'm sure that was part of the decoration to it. This one, whoever it was 19 years old. I wish I could read their name. Oh. And these are some of my favorite headstones. I just love, and I can't explain why, I just really love them. Can't tell what was on there. And I think that says Sarah Jane. Hello, Sarah. Hope you're resting in peace. You have a beautiful, this is just a beautiful spot. And 17-year-old, I think this is another Sarah. Yeah, another Sarah. And then it has the weeping willow as well. And there's her footstone. Died 1851. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty old one. All right, I just don't want to walk willy-nilly around here, so it's probably somebody under that tree. Let's see. I can't, that one's been, I don't think that one, I wonder if that stone is probably somewhere here in the undergrowth, because I think that's the footstone. And this is Father Conway Friday and Mother Joanna Friday. Died 1876. But those are newer stones. And I can't quite... I see... Well, maybe we can read it tonight. I thought I see something that says DAR. 1820, 1888. Oh, it's chilly. There's a... I don't think that's a willow tree, though. It might be, because it does kind of look like it's hanging a little bit, but it looks more like an oak tree. Wish I could read the... I do love to say their names as I go past. Now, this is probably a whole row of people right here. Yeah, look at... I don't know, how can I... Let's see if you guys can... see if you can see the mound there. and that one. And then there's a mound with the indentation. There's a couple of graves over here. I'm probably safe to walk this way. But if the ground gives out, I'm probably gonna scream like a sissy. But ooh, look at those sparkly ones. Mrs. Conrad. Is that 18? 18 years? Conrad Frida. Okay, that was weird. All right, so this place may
And that was where I had my back touched. Let me pop up the second one here. Hang on 2 seconds. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, part 2. All right, here we go.
all right, starting again. I just felt like somebody touched my back. And this is Christian, 39, and it says happy meeting again. And this is Henry, and he was just 22. Peace to this. Oh, I can't read it from up here, but there's another one laying down. And here's a grave. That's all that's left. We've got it marked with a little flag, but that's what's left there. All right, let's see. I kind of want to. All right, so I take back that. Something's with me. But I'm only here to enjoy, so it should be okay. And, oh, they got a little bench there. Oh, so this is the Robinson family. Now, Captain William Robinson III, he was the first lighthouse keeper, which the lighthouse is directly across. And that's an old photo of it, and I believe that's his family right there. That's on the, yeah, because that's him, and probably the assistant keeper, maybe some friends or family, not, well, friends and family.
And that lighthouse is supposed to be haunted
there
by
he
the
is.
same William Robinson III.
This is Sarah Cooper Robinson. Oh, says asleep in Jesus. Farewell to thee, my loving husband. Farewell, children, my children dear. I have made in dust my silent bed, where you must soon appear. That's creepy. Sorry, I love it though. Sarah was the wife of lighthouse keeper, and that's William. And this one says Annie was daughter of lighthouse keeper William Robinson. She died 6 days after the birth of her son Orville at the age of 18. So that's Annie. So I guess we'll go in here next. And it says, why is she gone, whom I dearly loved, whose tender kindness I so often moved? Oh, yes, she's gone, her happy spirit free, and dwells with God through all eternity. Wow. Well, they had a way of putting things back then, and that's the captain's headstone, which is, where is that one? Oh, is it? No. Is it in here? Well, we'll look here.
Yeah, it was right in front of me the whole time.
This is William Robinson II. Now, he was the father of the lighthouse keeper. And it says the large white headstone with the anchor marks the grave of Captain William Robinson II. In 1854, Captain William Robinson II left Tynemouth, England, I hope I said it right, to set sail to America with his wife and 6 family members. He settled in the White Lake area. His son, William III, would later join him and become the White River lighthouse keeper. The family remained in the White Lake area during the peak and end of the Muskegon County lumber years. You will find him buried with his wife, Anne, 4 of his children, and their spouses and children. And it says here, for 50 years I've plowed the sea, from rocks and sand and danger free. My glass is run, my cares are past. I hope to meet my God at last. And there's William III. Now he's our lighthouse keeper. And he emigrated in 1866. He brought his wife Sarah and their 8 children. They would have 5 more children here in America. Lumbering in Muskegon County was at its peak, and he and his son worked at sawmills to support the family. The federal government established a lighthouse in 1875 at the channel to White Lake. Captain William Robinson III became the first lighthouse keeper. The lighthouse was home to William and Sarah and their 13 children until his death at 87. Sarah preceded him in death, and her headstone is one of the prominent ones in the family plot. Her beloved husband is the small headstone to the right of her headstone. Oh, bless you guys. All right, let's go check them out here. Maybe you guys can see the channel down there a little bit better.
That is not the channel, that is the bayou.
I don't know where my little squirrel friend went. Oh, these are, wow. There's somebody there. And they just used a field stone, which was pretty common. This is William, son of I can't, is it Corkler? Oh, it's William. Died 1881 at just 9 years old. And then we have the Terns. Oh, yeah, there's William. There's his headstone. His footstone. And that's Robert and Elizabeth, his wife, it says. So I don't think that's just a misplaced rock. I think that there's probably somebody right here, maybe. And this is John Terns, died 1908. Jane, his wife, she died 1880. And then Mary, their daughter, born 1853, died 1859. This was a rough area for children during that time period. And this is probably another child because this is Alice. And this is daughter of E and I Sprigg. And they were born, she was born 1880 and she passed, she was just a few months old. Get that straight. So she was born December 7th, 1880, and she passed on February 16th, 1881. I believe that was. And she's got the lamb, and then underneath it you can see the draping.
That one is so pretty. Like you can still see the little, like the lamb is sitting on a
the lost to
pedestal with a
me
drape over the
is
top.
the top line, but I can't. That's a shame. They should have Should have done that a little bit better. There's your footstone. There's some other sprigs. So, is that, yeah, that's her parents here, I believe. Ebenezer and Isabel. And then there's another sprig, Stephen, so maybe it's probably another daughter. But this is William Robinson, so this is William the Second, and he died 1872. He was 71 years old. And this is the one with the plowed the sea. I love that. What an epitaph. But look at that. This one is just beautiful. Here, let me see if I can. Oh, no. I'm going to get a shadow. So I'll go to the side. And then, so it has the drape crossing over one side of the headstone and an anchor. And yeah, William Robinson, and he died. And there's his epitaph down at the bottom, which I already read. And it looks like when people come to visit, they leave a coin. That's pretty. That is beautiful, though. But look how, gosh, 1872. But look how nice that looks. You can still read it really well. And Mother Ann Robinson, she 1807 to 1888. That must be Sarah's. And then there's William the Third. And this is McNeil. John and Elizabeth. It's quite a memorial thing. Yeah. That one just says John. And this is the one for Annie. In memory of Annie, wife of J.R. Lee, daughter of William and S. Robinson. She died 1885 at 18 years old, 10 months and 20 days. And good thing they know what her epitaph says, because you can't read it anymore. I wonder what the top of her stone looked like.
No, I looked
And
on
Sarah,
Find a
this would
Grave,
be her
and they
mother.
have gone through and cleaned all those headstones, and
Yeah,
they look
there we go.
beautiful
Sarah,
compared to
wife
what they
of
looked like
William
before.
Robinson, born 1833, died in 1891. And it says asleep in Jesus. I would say this is a prominent headstone. It's pretty big. You can see the engraving on the side still looks really nice. And this would be our lighthouse keeper. Well, he is said, "Hello, William, 1831 to 1919." I love lighthouses, so the fact that he was a lighthouse keeper, I have a lot of respect for men who did that. And women, because there were women lighthouse keepers. Now, I think I can walk right through here.
And if you look right there,
And
that's
this
that
is
short
Johnson
space
Agar.
in between the headstones and the footstones.
A
It wasn't
card.
very much.
And it looks like a harp. 1880 to 1903. Nice. I wonder what this one says. It says Robert. And this one says Elizabeth. I think they might have just stuck these. No, oh, this is just Williams. I bet. Because that's his footstone. Alright.
You can see what I mean by that they don't give you a lot of space
There's
not
lots.
to
It's their
accidentally
husband, their
walk on
daughters,
graves. So
and their
they're
husbands are
packed in there
buried in
pretty
here.
tight.
So, I didn't do any genealogy on the Robinsons, but I do like that William. There, it's really pretty. Okay, let's see. Walking on a. I hope this is just moss. I hope this isn't somebody else's And there is, it's not a spirit house, but it is, as I trip and fall. I didn't trip and fall. But it's almost like there's a uh, carpet of moths out here. And this is not a spirit house, but this is probably one erected. Oh, I know what those are. Oh, I know what those are. They used to put these up, right, to keep out, just to keep out animals and things from getting at the grave. And
All right. My computer is acting, it's being a little glitchy right now. Um, so I did look into Levi here. Um, and I think he was like 20. I can't remember how old he was now. If I looked at the headstone, I think he was like 20-ish. Um, and there's no death record for him. This area in the 1860s, they weren't keeping records yet. Sometimes you can find them like on a census report. They have a um, mortality schedule, they call it. Uh, they didn't always get filled out. So his find a grave, there's just nothing there. I didn't get it any further. I wanted to kind of look to see, did he have some family around, or because I actually have Kendricks in my family, and I'm a little curious if he might be a connection. Um, but yeah, so I haven't got to do very much, and I don't that fence is not from 1860. What's it say on his headstone? 1860. I can't see it right in front of me right now. It's so tiny. But that is probably later 1800s, maybe early 1900s. So that wasn't one that was erected. They probably went in later and added that, maybe when the family got money, like that sort of situation. I didn't see any other Kendricks that are buried there. So, but typically, right, they would put those little enclosures around a grave to keep animals from disturbing the graves, right? Especially out here where this is Michigan. At that time, this was wilderness. So, but that can't that can't be over 100 years old. I think maybe there was one there and then they have replaced it since. I was trying to find something that kind of said something about this grave, but there wasn't much on it. So I'm going to keep looking though and see. I did find a Levi Kendrick that was baptized in England and born in England, but I don't have a record of him coming here. Levi Kendrick doesn't sound like a very common name. So I'm wondering, since the Robinsons, they came from England as well, I'm wondering if this is a family relation of some sort, maybe to the lighthouse keeper in that family. So, but I'm gonna look up because I'm curious. But and he was rather young. So, and then I looked at the photos on Find a Grave, those, the little containers with the pet remains in them, those were outside of the enclosure, and now somebody has put them and placed them inside of it now. So, I'm not sure why. Um, Maybe this grave was special to somebody and they uh, wanted to leave their pets there. I don't know. I don't know. but they've been there a long time. All the photos they have of this headstone, and this grave on Find a Grave, I'll show, these cremains in there too. So, yeah, and Jen, he is the only one inside this enclosure. So, and there's graves on either side of him, but they're all unmarked. So I don't know if those are other family members, and yeah. So, um and Darlene, I'm kind of wondering too because Mike Kendricks came from England as well. They were here a little bit longer than this, so they were here pre-revolution. But it's not a very common. I don't see it very often, so I'm a little curious. It might just might be a coincidence, but it still has me interested enough to check out Levi's family, and also the name Levi. It doesn't sound quite right for the time, so it's yeah. I'm just really curious about him altogether. So I'm gonna look up and see if I can find anything else about it. So, and I'm kind of wondering. I wonder. Well, he would have been about the right age to go to. He could have been in the Civil War. Uh, yeah. Okay. And I think this is oh, so I was gonna say about the Robinson family. They've gone in and cleaned up, repaired those headstones. That's I think people get confused because William Robinson the second, the father of the lighthouse keeper, I think people are getting them confused because the father has that anchor on his headstone. Um, and there was all these coins and such left around there, like they do as a sign of remembrance. Let me and I think people are mistaken when they go to visit. I think they think they're going to visit Captain William, the lighthouse keeper, but they're mistaken. I think they're thinking his father is him because there's nothing on poor William the lighthouse keeper's headstone. So when I go back, I'm gonna go ask our local association. They actually do have these little, like the flag holders, like they have for the veterans. They have those for the lighthouse keepers too. We have them at South Haven, and I think I've shown you guys those on my walks. So I want to go see where I can get one, and I want to take it up to William because I love lighthouses. I've always been fascinated with them. Um, I'm pretty sure in a past life I used to be in one, and I think I might have fell out of one because I'm really terrified of going out on the little. I don't know. Just call me crazy because I probably am. But yeah, so and I made sure because I think that is who was following me around. I kind of got this like guardian protection feeling. It wasn't a bad feeling, like I didn't feel threatened or anything like that. But I could see how if you were out there and you were up to no good, I could see how maybe yeah, I that you could kinda tick some spirits off, because he's not the only one out there, uh, for sure, uh, but he's definitely the one that I had contact with, so that's why when I said I made sure I told him how much respect I have for lighthouse keepers, so, um, just so that we could have a good vibe between us, because I didn't want any trouble. I wanted to make sure my Jeep would start and nobody followed me home, any of that weird stuff. So, okay, I think that was that. So now I'm going to be going over closer to um I think I'm coming up on the creepy headstones for Lenora and Norman. So, and if you thought the photos were creepy, it's creepy in the videos too. Okay, here we go. I'll stop talking and start talking on here. Here we go.
This is Levi Kendrick, 47 to 1865. Uh, those here down at the bottom, I have a few of these. Those are cremains. So those are somebody's pet's ashes. And that little one is probably a cat, and that one's probably a dog. And there's a little tiny lunch pail that says storybook game. But somebody must have wanted their pets to rest here with little Levi, or young Levi. All right, I'm making my way down to these two. There's these two heads, this one headstone, and it's okay. I'm mean no harm. I'm just here at the cemetery. He really wants me to go down here. There's some new ones down here. I see Reeves.
I can't remember if I felt like I got
Johnson.
touched, or I don't think that's
Oh,
not when I
gosh, you
got
got-
touched the second time. I think it just felt like somebody was right behind me. It was really kind of creepy.
So Norman Olo, sergeant, and his wife Lenora Calkins, sergeant. He passed in 2017, and she passed in 2019. And hers says, "Love is how we earn our wings." And then under his it says, "Forgive my mistakes. Love triumphs." Oh yeah, I don't know how I feel. I don't want to say anything right now. I'll say something there. See, it looks like there's a stone. I wonder if there's. So yeah, so Norman and Lenora, which I love that name. But it looks like it's cement. Made out of cement. I wonder if he served. I think that's metal. Maybe bronze.
I think it's carbonite or whatever that is that they froze Han Solo in. I think Tiff was the one that suggested that.
It looks like that pops on or something. Maybe they had it made and then, yeah.
So I did find out a little bit. Oh gosh, look at where I paused it right on. Lenore. So I almost said like, damn, this is a creepy headstone. But then I thought, okay, wait a second. Maybe it's one of these two that is following me around the cemetery. So I just said, this is interesting, right? But I did look them up. I found their find a grave. And it's really sweet. They were very nice people from the way it sounded. And even Mr. Norman, so they both had first marriages. I'm not sure how they ended, but they had children with their first marriages. They later married. I think they went to high school together too. And uh, they got married a little bit later in life. And I can't remember what type they owned a company. I think it's actually in there. Here, let me look it up here real quick. I did save it so I could go away. Well, I thought I saved it, but Tansy is chasing. All right, here we go. So it's Norman Sargent. This is his obituary, and this is posted on Find a Grave. And it says Norman Sargent, longtime resident of White River Township, Montague, Michigan, passed away at his home Friday, February 24th, 2017, after failing health. Norman was born in Muskegon on April 30th, 1930, to George and Mabel Sargent. He had one younger brother, Fred Sargent, who preceded him in death. Surviving Norman are his devoted wife of 39 years, Lenora Calkins Sargent, and it lists his daughters, and he's got some grandkids. I won't list all of them. They're probably still surviving, so it's on the Find a Grave if y'all are interested. Um, it says Norman purchased property on White Lake in 1957 where he would live for the rest of his life. He and his wife Lenora, both accredited stockbrokers, established in Whitehall, which is the town right on the other side of White Lake from Montague. And they maintained that business until they retired. And Norman was an active man in his community, and Norman loved the White Lake area, his friends and neighbors, deer hunting with his stepfather, Lloyd Mason, his best friend, his best friend's son, John, I can't pronounce the last name, and good friends. He loved Boston Terriers, bluegrass music, black bears, feeding the birds and squirrels, a game of cards, and a cold Budweiser. Most of all, he loved his wife, Lenora, and his family. And he was cremated, as was his wife, Lenora. So it's their cremains that are interred here. And hello, Melissa. Welcome. Pop that up here. um, and then Lenora's obituary is on September 10th, 2019. Lenora Calkins Sargent died peacefully at her White River Township home in the company of her family after a reoccurrence of cancer. Let's see. The eldest daughter of Stuart and Hazel Calkins, Lenora was born April 29th, 1938, in Muskegon, Michigan. She graduated from Muskegon High School in 1956 and then from Hackley Hospital School of Nursing in 1959. She followed a career in nursing while starting a family with her first husband. After to her marriage to Norman in 1978, she became his business partner and financial principal of Emmett Co. Incorporated in Whitehall, where she worked for 25 years. She was active in her community, serving as president of the Miss White Lake pageant and as a member of the American Legion Auxiliary. While their White Lake residence would always be called home, after retirement in 1992, Lenora and Norman enjoyed winters in Palm Desert, California. She and Norman shared a love of bluegrass music, camping on their 20 acres in Kalkaska, and Boston Terriers. Lenora loved curling up with a good book, but wouldn't turn down a game of cards. Most of all, she loved spending quality time with her family. And then it just names her survived by and predeceased by. And then it just says Lenora's ashes will be interred next to Norman's grave in the Mouse Cemetery in a private ceremony. So I think she was kind of a little ahead of her time. There was, I did find out like an article where she became a stockbroker when I don't think there was a whole lot of women doing that. So she went from nursing to be a stockbroker with her, yeah, with her husband. And I thought it was, and that mask, or I don't know what you want to call it, sculpture, it does look a lot like her. As soon as I saw her photo, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's her." And she looks less creepy in her photos. I don't know. This is just I don't know, it's too death mask looking. So it's just it's a little freaky to me, but yeah. And I wonder too, Darlene, I wonder if they were high school sweethearts that kind of got separated and then they married different people and then later on found each other. That's the story I have in my head, and I like it. Um, I also found a story in, I think it was the Muskegon paper, and or maybe it was actually, I think it was the Montague paper since that's where they were living. Um, it was. Norman's 2 little girls, and they were feeding this raccoon. There's a photo of the 2 little girls feeding this raccoon, who they called Mrs. Raccoon, and they were only allowed to feed the raccoon when mom and dad were around, but the paper wrote like, I guess they just didn't have a whole lot of things to write about back then, which God love them for that. But, yeah, that was so cute. These 2 little girls are feeding this little raccoon, and it was, Norman's little girls. So, I just thought it was adorable, so I wanted to mention it. But, somewhere I thought I saved it, but I think I just kinda looked at them real quick because 'cause I'm not gonna do a whole story on them. But I was hoping it would make their these things a little less creepy. So, and Norman was quite the handsome man in high school. So, yeah, he was a good looker. I just like the way guys looked from that time period. They were all, they had that slicked hair, and yeah, they were pretty impressive. All right. So, thank you, Melissa. Like on both streams. Yay. All right. I will continue. And I did say, I think it felt like that's not where I was touched the second time that comes up here. Like the video stops, and then I've got that last 3 minutes of it. That was when my phone was shut off again. Um, I felt like somebody was like, you know, not socially distancing themselves from me. They were like right up, like if they had a breath, I would have probably felt it on the back of my neck. And I was just kind of like, all right, buddy, back off. I did not feel like that was the other one. I felt like that was somebody else. And I kind of felt like I wasn't supposed to go down here to uh, Lenora and Norman's grave. So I don't know. There's several other people, like newer burials down there. Gotta get my knee up off the ground, off the pedestal here. So I'm not sure what that was about, but it wasn't threatening. It was just kind of like, I don't know, maybe he hadn't seen anybody in a really long time, so we decided to get just a little too close to me. But um, yeah. All right. So, and that's what I meant when I said that. And I think that's it. Okay. All right. Let me look here. Nanners isn't going to bed. Nanners go to bed. I know. Or is it? I think it's a beautiful love story, even with the creepy death mask. So I hope obviously they're resting in peace because they're with each other, and God, I love it. It's just beautiful. Um, uh-oh. So you don't, well, if you're dead, well, I don't know. Are you in the files, Melissa? Are you named? I asked for mine to be redacted, and I had to pay a whole lot of money. Yeah. I Who knew that island was what it, no, I'm just kidding. I am not in those bad people. Um, and I was just kinda like, "Hey, I'm not here doing anything wrong. I'm being respectful, right?" But still haven't come to the where I found I don't even remember walking where I found that cat ball, because I kinda did a walk around, and it was close to one of those, like, indentations from one of the old graves that had kinda sunk. So, and I mean, it's like this, it's bumpy out there, but it's still flat. It's not like it's sloped down, like, going out to the bayou there. So, I don't know, it's weird. I did not feel that come out of my pocket, so it's just a personal experience. It could be nothing at all. All right, but drop that cat ball. All right, here. I'm gonna continue this. We got about, let's see, 17 minutes in, and there's 30 minutes to this.
Later came back with popped
I
on them
did.
when they passed away.
Oh,
just something about walking up on two faces in the cemetery. There's the back side of it. That's pretty, that's different. I like it. It looks like a art installation almost. I really do like it.
Yeah, making sure I don't say anything negative about
Yeah.
it. I don't want
All right. Before
coming
I
from you.
get tapped again on the back. And oh, this must be so there's an outline for this is probably a family plot, but there's no headstones any longer. Oh,
Oh, this one was really cool. I think I got him. Yeah.
okay. This is the coolest cemetery. It's got a little angel. I think it's a little carved wooden angel. But yeah, if they had headstones, not any longer. Well, at least not standing any longer. They might be buried down on the ground. Richard.
Thanks for coming, one take. Get
Does
some
it say
sleep.
Department of the Army?
There's more
Okay.
cemeteries to
Veteran of the
explore.
war veteran. 1916 to 1976. Richard and Joy. And they've got it's kind of unique. It's just pipes that they've put a chain around it. And Fritch, Aura and Earl. Aura B, 1982. And he passed in 1970. Uh-oh, hang on. There's some there's a headstone here. Harry Napier, 1873 to 1948. And those are probably for the sections, because, well, oh, Napier. So maybe this is a family, but this is a family plot right here. And I see there's whoop, an indentation there. And the Lewis family. But that is, again, I don't really want to. This is Pamela and Sandra Lee Youngblood. But that's beautiful. That's one of our herrings. All right. Put the selfie stick in a little bit. It's taking it. All right. I'm going to walk. If there's indentations there, ouch. I don't know what the story is. I'm going to have to look into Levi over there. But look at this old hand pump. There's you don't see too many of them anymore. And then there's oh God, baby Jessica. You don't want well pets like that anymore. I'm shocked that they even, I mean, what if little squirrels and stuff fall in there? Ugh. All right, I'm not
Baby
gonna critique,
Jessica
but
squirrel.
it should be completely covering that, I think. But yeah, these old hand pumps, I love these. I remember my grandparents having one actually in their kitchen when I was a kid. And I don't think they got rid of that until like well into the 90s. Okay. Mahoney. Let's see. I see a little one here. Helen. Oh, there's a little one. Helen Marie and Jerry Vincent. Oh, he's got his little angel. Can't quite read that one up. The sun is like right in my eyeballs now. So it must be the Mahoney and Vincent. Because that says Daniela. Oh, she was just 16. But look how pretty. I love that. I love that font. That is gorgeous. And then this one is in the same George and Jane, but they've got that same type of font as well. There's Richie, or is it Archie? Archie. So Archie Vincent, 1911 to 1950, 1955. So just 44. It's not too young. Oh,
Oh yeah, this is the
I
second
love
creepiest
art.
thing. I'm not gonna.
Y'all, the
Mhm.
I don't know about this one. It's got little hands all the way around it. Just holding it up. Reminds me of that one haunted painting. You can see where I hope that's not the cemetery for sale. But it's
If
that
it's,
house down there.
I want it.
Which
I'll buy
looks
it,
beautiful.
and I will
Oh,
remove that flower pot.
oh, Martin Elmer Vincent, son of George and Jane, father of Rebecca, Christopher, and Jennifer. Veteran of the U.S. Air Force. I love that. And he's got a little tag too.
Somebody want to scan that? Tell us what it says.
I'll have to come back at some point when, well, I don't know, whenever we get better internet connection out here. Or just better cell service. And St. George.
Yeah, those hands were very unsettling. Did not like them.
And Jana Bedingfield.
Melissa, it's their Venmo. Buy me a coffee.
Oh. All right. Go back over here. Whoa, the sun is right in my eyes. Uh-oh. I don't want to step on the divots. I don't know how well you guys can see those. I'm hoping at one point it'll show up, but I guess you can kind of see where those leaves have collected right there. That is, yeah, part of that grave is collapsed. But most of these burials out here are long before. I think Michigan required vaults in 1953. And that might not have got out to the country cemeteries, but can't read who. I'll get a little closer. Maybe we can read it later. Let's see. I do love that little fence around his. All right, which way can I walk here? I don't. I just think there's no place to walk. And
I do have to say, walking through this little area right here, I got the heebie-jeebies. Like you know that saying, like um, like somebody walked over your grave. Um, I didn't want to walk through there for whatever reason, but I wanted to say too. So I went from the fence line, and then I completely went back towards the middle of the cemetery. That's where I found the cat ball, is in that area where I did not walk, and I wanted to see the video again because that's the way I thought I walked, was that I went I went from the fence line and then I kind of went up, which would have been going west, and then I went back across again. And that was, I did not feel right in that section. Creepy, not threatened, but still unsettling. If that, I don't know, it probably makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, this little section, maybe it's the all the unmarked graves that are probably there, but it was, yeah, it was a little freaky.
Amelia and John. And this is the Wooler family. Some older ones there too. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, there's Mo. You probably see that one better because I'll zoom in here, but I already read that one for you guys, but see if I can hold still long enough. All right. I should have done this landscape, but I just now thought of that.
Hindsight's 2020 with
I'll
me.
walk on this. I feel like I'm not gonna step on a grave. Wow. This is. Oh, I can't quite. I like this though. It's got the drape. And I can't quite tell. I think that's a rose maybe, but look at the tassels. Those are pretty. Gisette, I think it says. Gisette. For can't quite read it, but again, maybe we can read this one once I have it on the big screen. There are several there. I don't really want to walk in there. There are a lot of indentations, and I don't want to press my luck, but here, I can do this, however. I can zoom in. See if we can see anything on that later. But
I think it says died
These are just the
1876.
footstones, I think, but there is one. There's two right there, footstones. I don't know if they go to this marker. All right, wonder if I can. All right, let's see.
Kenny, where did you say you saw a face? And where did you see a face on here? Now I'm gonna have to go back and look. They made me do a sobriety test at the cemetery. I walked this little because I think there were graves on either side, and I did not want to. Yeah, I didn't want to fall in one. I have that fear.
Yeah, I'd be. Hope I never have to do a sobriety test because. Oh, hey, maybe I'm better, more talented than I thought at walking.
Gotcha. Okay, on the stone.
And it just says MEL. So those are initials. So that's somebody's footstone.
Footstones generally had the initials of the person
All right, let me go back
who they belong
this
to.
way. All right. Whew. Kind of wanted to see what that one over here looked like, but oh, wow. Just quiet. We'll go look at that.
Oh, Darlene, they want a name
me
for
see
the
if I
QR
can
code.
zoom in
Oh,
on
I
that
can't
one.
remember. Oh, that one's beautiful.
Very pretty. It's cracked in half. All right, now let's go over here.
Oh, I just realized that's the angel
There's
holding
one
the
here on
baby.
the ground too that's broken.
Oh.
Push this selfie stick in. There we go. So we get over to the side. It's pretty. Ooh, it's got a family too. I'm impressed that so many of the footstones have survived. There are people up too. Come
Okay,
on,
this
guys.
was creepy.
I have no clue. What's going on here? Bad for business, Kyle Smith. All right, Kyle.
I
I
think
don't
Kyle
know.
was
I
trying
wonder
to
if
get
there's
his
something too.
CD out.
I don't know whose headstone that is. That's a sunken grave right there.
I think this is the
That's a
Native American
footstone.
woman's grave, but I have to double check.
People. Mm. But yeah, people have left all kinds of little things right here. It's a rock. Somebody
Sure looks like it,
left some
doesn't it?
money, like dollars. All right, let's.
I'm wondering
Can I
if
look
it's
at
for
these?
that. I think that might be
No,
the
I
Native
don't think we've
American
been
woman's burial location.
through here, but I don't know if I want to go through there either.
And that's where it bumped me again. All right, hang on here. I'm going to go boom, and I'll get the short up. And I think the short is just like 3 minutes. So, but hang on, don't
Okay,
play. No,
my camera has learned.
no,
Okay, so
pause. All right, let's see how, let me put this back up here. Did that work? There we go. Can I make that bigger? Um, no, I guess that's as big as I can make it. All right. All right. I guess that's as big
okay,
as I can make it.
so my camera has learned how to shut itself off. Isn't that interesting? Andreas? Yes, Andreas. I wonder how many, I don't know, probably, I mean, it is in the middle of the woods, but I wonder how many of these are people planted trees like as a marker. Because that happened often enough. Yeah, can't quite read that. I think that says 1861. Ansel, maybe? I want to go right there to that one. Yeah, look at that. Oh. I hope this is coming through on the video. You could definitely see how they came along and built that grave up. Mary C. The what? The Rosebud. Mary C. Opson, the Rosebud. That's cool. You can read that. I'm gonna have to take a photo after. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take some photos and then I'm gonna do a little bit more video. Another. No, I don't think I need to do any more video. I think we're done. But I do want to get some photos, especially this one, because I want to know what it says. And
I
then I
should have
see
looked
one
that one up.
there's an old one that's down, and there's just a big rock right there. I think that's a grave marker too. All right, guys, I will see you later tonight. Okay, so
What?
my camera has learned how to shut it.
There we go. All right. I'm going to pause it there. I was going to, let me see. I think I saved the find a grave. Oh, Hang on just 1 second. Let me look real quick. I was gonna see what if there's a better photo on Find a Grave for the rosebud because I thought that was was very interesting. Let me see here. I wonder if I can pull up Find a Grave on my. I should be able to. Um, and I can just share it with you guys. What's the cemetery ID here? Cemetery is Mouth Cemetery is. Okay, I clicked on it. Why is it not? All right, I'll pull it up here. Cemetery ID is 1173. Ooh, that's a low number. All right. All right, it's loading. So let me all right. Share this instead. Is it there? Yeah, there it is. All right. I am let me do it this way. Ooh, I'm getting glitchy. What's going on? All right. What was her last name? I already forgot her last name. I tell you what, you guys. It was Mary C, wasn't it? Mary C. See who's in there. What? You hush. There was two of Mary in there. It was like I think it was actually O'Brien, but let me look here. Mary Bruce. Let's look through here. Oh, this is it right here. Oh, somebody has a photo. I gotta look at that one. Okay, let's see what this says. It does say the Rosebud. Mary G. O. or Obeson the Rosebud, foster daughter of uh, come here. I need to see this bigger. But she was 4 years old. And then, oh, these are two separate ones. Okay, now I got it. So Mary G, she is buried on the left-hand side here. And she was the foster daughter of Knudsen, and she was 4 years old when she passed. I wonder what her epitaph down here says. And then on the side of this, the right side, it says the Rosebud, and it was the only daughter of S. and E. Knudsen, and she died in 1854, and it says at the age of 5 hours. Oh, all right, I didn't. That is, makes me makes me sad. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, they just named her the Rosebud. Oh, you guys. All right, and I want to see. I think that lady's name is Anderson. Was our Native American lady? Um, there she. Oh no, she does have a headstone. So, let's look at her photo here. Yeah. Oh, that was the grandmother. Okay, so I did get over there. That's the first one. She had the little, whatchamacallit, there was a little candy candle holder, and I think there was something left there. So now I wanna know what this altar was that was sitting up there. Can you make it bigger? Let me see here. Is this one actually bigger? Is this bigger? There we go. Is that I think that's as big as I can get it. Hang on, maybe nope, that's smaller. Let me go back to this one. How's that one? Is that bigger for you guys? Yeah, I think that's about as big as I can get it on there. But yeah, this is the Native American, and now I've already forgotten how to say her name. I had practiced it. I think it's Kimoqua, and that was the grandmother grave that I thought was really sweet that it has grandmother on there, that she lived to be 110 years old. Oh, there's some more photos. There's her death certificate. It says she died of heart failure and also contributory senility. Well, she was 110. Oh, there's a photo of her. Look it. Oh, wow. I love it. Oh. Um, yeah, the video is set different. I don't know why. Oh, that's because YouTube let me do full screen. So that's why you could see that so much bigger. Um, can I maybe if I do this, hang on. Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, oh, that still doesn't look that much bigger. It looked much bigger on my. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. I'll share this one. How's that? Yeah, 110 years. That's a whole lot of miles. So there she is. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, real big. Hi, Baker. I need my help. I figured it out. I got it. I'm just bumping along here till I hit the right button. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Now I know what to do. So I have to hit now I know what to hit when I'm looking at. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love it. All right, let me see what other photos they have see if they have another one. Yeah, she was born 1831 and died 1917. Oh, wait a second. This one says mother. And then one that says, okay, here, I'm going to pop this one up so you guys can see her headstone. All right, there it is. There's the headstone. And this is the one, like I said, it had the little votive holder with there was a little votive candle in it. And I think there was some stuff around it. If you guys go back and watch the video again, you'll see, yeah, you'll see that was the one with the grandmother on it. Oh, wait a second. Born 1787, died 1897. Okay, so somebody's got a wrong photo in her. Yeah, that was a long life, especially for then. I mean, it wasn't unusual for them to get into their 70s and 80s, but 110? Crikey. I want to know what was her secret. But it does say she was senile at the end. Though I would love to live a really long life. If I'm already a little bonkers as it is. I mean, it's the truth. I don't I don't want to be out of it either. Oh wait, what did I just do? I stopped sharing it. Hang on. Just when I think I can do something. All right, did you guys want to see the other one again? Now I got to put it back up here. Let me pop that other one back up here. Somebody else had a Let me put up the rosebud. I think I can just go back and let's put Mary in again. I already forgot her last name. Jeez. In one ear and out the other some days. There it is. All right. And it says view original. So we will share this one. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. There it is. So there's Mary G. Obeson. And when I was reading it, like, because this part you can't really read very well, because I thought her nickname was the Rosebud, but that's the baby of Mary's foster parents, and that she lived to be 5 hours old. Um, oh my God, equal! Yay, you're here. Yeah. I'm doing a live of the cemetery live that I couldn't go live from because of uh, really bad connection. Really bad. Okay, so there's the Rosebud grave. Let me look back here because there were. Can I go? Brr, brr, brr. All right. I want to go back to. Somebody had a photo, and I want to see if it was one of the graves that we looked at. Are you guys, any of you guys, familiar with Find a Grave? I think Kenny, I think you are. I think I remember you saying that you were. Um, oh, okay. Stone burner. All right. Wow, she looks afraid. I don't remember seeing her. Uh-oh. The browser. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me still? Why did it just say? Doo, doo, doo. I know, I love these old photos too. This is Mary Stoneburner. It says Mary Jane Stoneburner. Let me go close this one. Thompson. There it is. Graves, Ghost, and DNA at gmail.com. I couldn't remember it. Here, I'm gonna post it into the chat too. Here. I had it half typed, but then I forgot what my email was. Yeah, so anybody that's got photos, I know it's May already, but since I've been doing the cemetery lives, I have not had time to put anything together with the veterans yet, but at least by Memorial Day, I want to be able to do a little, at least a little, some sort of little slideshow or something. Um, because the one thing I do have planned, let's see, what's this one say? Oh, she died from tuberculosis. Oh, that's sad. Let's see. Okay. All right. Um, oh, Equal, I remember you said here, let me throw that up there. So that's ours. Equal said she visited a cemetery and took pics for me recently. This is perfect. I cannot wait to see them. I think you was it the last live? I think you popped in and said that, and I was like, I want to see him. So I do have lined up. Um, so today was supposed to be a gross day, but it ended up being like 75. Go figure. It was supposed to be icky and rainy, and Sunday was supposed to be the same way, which it was just kind of overcast, which if I had my choice, I would have rather have gone up to that cemetery yesterday when it was like 60 rather than the 42 it was when I was up there because it was a little bit chilly that day. and you can hear me, well, I sniffle a lot anyway, but I was really doing it bad in that video. I try not to, but it's kinda hard not to when you're out there, and I gotta right, I don't know why I was still carrying my tablet around with me because it's not like I had to read chat or anything like that, so but, if it turns out to be nice tomorrow, I am going to clean, uh I'm gonna stick to just cleaning 2 tomorrow, 2 of the veteran headstones, the Civil War vets at Lakeview. 2, 'cause I thought I was gonna pass out trying to do speed cleaning on I think what did we do? I think I did 3, right? 3 or 4 maybe? See, I've already forgotten. Um, I'm gonna finish the one up, I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but it's one of the standing up ones. Uh, but I do wanna clean that icky bronze one. It's not a Civil War vet, I believe it's a World War One vet or a World War II vet, and I'd like to clean that one because that one shouldn't take a whole lot. I've got Ivory dish soap to clean that. So and that's what I use to clean, Lieutenant Arkin's, uh, memorial marker where, well, his cenotaph that's in the back of the cemetery, the pilot that I talked about. So I'm gonna do that to that bronze marker, and I don't think that'll take very long, so I guess I probably will clean 3 headstones, but, the one is just gonna be that bronze marker that I think I should be able to clean up pretty quickly. Of course, I say that, and then I'm gonna get there, and it'll take forever or something. Um, but if it does turn out to be chilly and cold tomorrow, I can't do it. I can't clean those headstones in the cold like that. It's brutal. It's it's too cold on my little paws get cold out there. But we're supposed to be getting a warm up this week, so hopefully I can get out there and I have the new camera set up. I've got that tripod. So I am gonna get that set up and I'm gonna have it pointing right on the grave as I'm cleaning the headstone. So it should look a lot better quality this time than it did last time. There won't be all that moving and shake. Well, I'll be moving and shaking around, but the camera will be like in one spot, right? Won't be moving around with me. If it is cold tomorrow, I am going to shoot out to the little tiny cemetery. Well, it's about a it's a couple acres, but it's small, and it's a small township cemetery, but it's the one with the headstone of the man that was murdered, and it says it, like, right on his headstone. The wife of the man put on there that her husband was killed, like, murdered, I think it said on there. I'm gonna look it up and make sure, and I wanna see if I can find anything on him, and Thursday, paws crossed, I haven't checked the weather yet, but I'm gonna go do the second haunted cemetery, and that one's about an hour away, and I plan on, getting right up there first thing in the morning, and God, guys, please keep your fingers crossed for good connection because I wanna I want you guys to walk through it with me, but if I have to, I'll do this thing again, but I do need how to I gotta figure ooh, the rain just started. It is pouring down on our we've got a metal roof and it's coming I can hear it through my headphones, so it's coming down hard. Um, and that is called no, I don't wanna say it yet because I probably shouldn't say where I'm gonna be until I'm actually there, because maybe I'll be out of there before anybody comes looking for me. But it's the second haunted cemetery. I think that has pretty good connection out there. I'm gonna double check and see where the cell towers are, and yeah, yes, thank you, Matt. See, Matt's doing it right here. He's like, "Please, please, please, please." Um, otherwise, I have one other cemetery I can go to, um, that has, it actually has a headstone, the headstone is a carved boy, and it's supposed to be the likeness of the child. I didn't realize we had one so close by, and it's just like 2, 3 towns away, maybe 40 minutes, not even that. It's pretty close, and I've been past this cemetery, I don't even know how many times. Never knew that this one was out there, and it's got a really beautiful story. So if I can't get to the haunted cemetery, we'll go check out the little boy one. But that's what I got lined up for this week. Yeah, I think that's it. And I haven't slept very well the last couple days and nights. So, and my eyeballs are starting to like cross. So I'm gonna, that's where I'm gonna end it tonight. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, make sure to, that was one thing, I gotta keep saying it. Make sure if you're subscribed, um, if you haven't like watched, I know it sounds so silly, you should just be able to subscribe, right? But if you are, you should go, just go watch one of my shorts or something and like it and comment, or comment, just put a comment down here, like if you're a new subscriber or this is your first time watching. Um, just like say howdy tombs down in the comments. So it, for some reason, YouTube wants to know that there's actual real subscribers following you. So if you guys do that, it will really help me out. It'll help me get picked up by the algorithm, which I'm getting there. Getting out there. So doing something right. But yeah, if you guys could do that, I appreciate it. So always remember to like, hit the thumbs up for me, please. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with me. I wish we were actually out walking in the cemetery together, but very soon. Tomorrow, we'll either be cleaning or walking, and the cleaning we'll still be walking even when we're doing that. So, all right. And uh-oh. Yeah, see, the Melissa gets it. So I don't know how many of you guys have channels, but yeah, if people, I mean, just watching them isn't enough. I guess you've got to comment. Like, I think I should be at 500 already, but I think YouTube keeps pulling some of them away from me. I don't know. It's really weird. And I am working towards that 500. So, we're getting there slowly but surely, which is fine by me. But yeah. Thank you, Jean. All right, guys. Good night. I'm gonna go out. You know what? I'm gonna say just real quick because I know Lenora was a very lovely woman in real life. I'm still a little creeped out, and I did have those experiences, and now that I remember, I did have that whatever that I forgot about the person standing, like, it felt like someone was standing behind me. It's probably because I was thinking about William, the lighthouse keeper, and I don't know who that was. That was with me. Maybe he's the one that stole my cat ball. Which Tansy now has because she thinks that's her toy. So now I got to go buy new ghost hunting equipment. But all right, here, I'm going to sage the land. Hang on. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Yay! I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys. You put a smile on my face tonight, and I appreciate it. And I love you.